Good morning. The time right now is July 23rd, 2011. The place is Oxford Plains Speedway in Oxford, Maine, and I'm here with Joey Pohl. Today we're running in a pass race, 150-lap race, and we have all the past tour regulars from all over New England and Canada, plus we have Kyle Busch, who came up from the Nextel Cup Tour, who's also running in today's race. So Joey, it looks like it's going to be a fun race out there.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty warm out there today, but it should be a fun time. You know, we got a lot of cars here. Kyle Busch obviously bringing a lot of fans here, but we're looking forward to today. The car was pretty good here when we rented the track here a couple weeks ago. So, if we can have a good run, keep it in one piece, hopefully we'll get a top 10 finish tonight.
Sounds good. I know the stands are filling up fast, and you're going to have a big crowd out here today. And the fans are really excited about seeing Kyle Busch in the race, and it'll be exciting to see if you can put him behind you in the victory lane. But anyway, have a great race, and we'll see you at the conclusion.
Sounds good. Thanks.
He needs no introduction. Busch in the 51 and the 27 at the tail of the field. That's Jeff Derry from Quebec City. We're underway. Ben Rowe gets the early jump. 6 cars will qualify. Rowe off to the races in front of John Dabrowski in car number 12. Kirk Tebow, the 28, up to run third. He sticks the nose underneath Dabrowski. They're swapping paint for second. Up the inside comes Kelly Moore. Moore in the 47 to the inside of Kirk Tebow. Kelly Moore on the move. Tebow fights back on the outside behind them. The 97 Joey Pohl, the 2X Mike Rowe, and up to that 6th and final qualifying position already, Kyle Busch, the 51. Rowe continues to lead it. They're 3 wide for third position. Joey Pohl up the inside. Mike Rowe, the loser in that battle. Lonnie Somerville. Check that. Lonnie Somerville in the 48. We're having brain fade today. We got trouble up in turn number 2. Lonnie Somerville, your race leader out of St. John, New Brunswick. Benji drove that car last year. I'm getting old. John Dabrowski and Matt Fram get together up there in turn number 2. And we've got caution on the field. Lonnie Somerville from St. John's, New Brunswick, out in front. In the Mulkern Racing Machine. Somerville, a recent first-time Pro All-Star Series race winner. On the outside, looking in. Several top-flight competitors. David Oliver in the 21, a former Beech Ridge champion. Cassius Clark, he was second 2 nights ago at Thompson International Speedway, New England's fastest short track. Alexander Gingras, 4th in Pro All-Star Series standings in the 27. Scott Mulker in the 84. JT Thurlow in car number 9. And then our combatants as we get set for the restart. Good jump for Joey Pohl. Joey Powasek grabs the lead away from Lonnie Somerville. On the outside of Somerville, making a bid for second, it's Rowdy himself, Kyle Busch. Now Busch looks to the inside, crossing over on Somerville. Somerville coming off turn 2 hard, but Busch creeps up the inside. Kyle Busch to second. Joey Pohl drifting wide. Here comes Rowdy. Busch to the inside. We've got a battle for the lead. Joey Pohl outside. On the inside, Kyle Busch. We're halfway. Six cars to qualify. The battle for 6. Heating up between the 8 Cassius Clark and the 28. That's Kirk Tebow. 15 laps to distance, 6 cars to qualify. Busch Pulling away from the super late model field. Trouble for the Colonel, Scott Mulkern. Front end problems evident on the Community Pharmacy's 84. Mulkern will head to the pit area. Less than 5 laps to go. Bush with the hammer down in car number 51. He's your leader in front of the 97, Joey Pole. Lonnie Somerville, third in the 48, and the 2X Mike Rowe. Cassius Clark and Kelly Moore in the final transfer spot. 2 laps to go. Kyle Busch headed to the white flag. Super late model heat number 1. 1 lap from its conclusion. Great battle for 7th position. Who's going to be on the pole in the Consi? David Oliver outside the 21. Alex Gingras the 27. Checkered flag flies, and it's Kyle Busch, your winner in heat number 1 for the Pro All-Star Series Super Late Models. Second goes to the 97, Joey Pole. Third, car number 48, Lonnie Somerville. Mike Rowe in the 2X is 4th. Then Cassius Clark, car number 8. And your final qualifier, Kelly Moore in the 47. Green flag laps. Starting shotgun tonight, a provisional starting position awarded to the Waste Management car number 10 from Colchester, Vermont, Scott Dragon. Starting 33rd, it's the Modern Ventures Limited car number 2 from Geary, New Brunswick, Matt Matheson. 32nd starting position, car number 12 from West Bridgewater, Massachusetts, John Dabrowski. 31st starting position, car number 4, the Hancock Lumber Machine from Turner, Ben Rowe. Starting 30th, it's a Habitation Danny Legacy, car number 16, Kevin Roberge from Quebec. 29th starting position, the Wilson Logging, car number 53 from Hebron, Alan Wilson, the multi-time Charger champion. Car number 14 will start 28th tonight, the Lambert Roofing car from Salem, New Hampshire, Matt Fram. Starting 27th, it's the Community Pharmacies, car number 84, from Falmouth, the Colonel, Scott Mulkern. 26th starting position, car number 84, the Frameco car from Valley Junction, Quebec, Martin Latulippe. The Rookie starts 25th, car number 88, the Maverick Investments Technologies car, Kyle D'Souza. Starting 24th, it's car number 17, the Thayer's Automotive Racing Machine from Orrington, Scott Alexander. 23rd starting position, the 27X, the Skyjet car from Quebec, Jeff Derry. Starting 22nd, a former Beechridge Motor Speedway champion, the HP Hood, number 21, David Oliver. 21st starting position, no stranger to victory lane here at Oxford Plains Speedway, the Lambert Roofing Gordon Lumber car from Strong, Tracy Gordon. 20th starting position, the third generation racer from Windham, the McGoldrick brothers, car number 4, Brad Babb. 19th starting position from Fort Fairfield, it's car number 28, the Growers Exchange car, Kirk Tebow. 18th starting position, he's a 7-time ACT Late Model Tour champion. Making his Pro All-Star Series debut tonight, the GossCars.com car, Brian Hoare from Williston, Vermont. 17th starting position, and the 4th place man in the Pro All-Star Series standings, La Québécois. Car number 27, Alexander Gingras. In 16th starting position, the former NASCAR Busch North Series champion in the Napa car from Scarborough, Kelly Moore. 15th on the grid, the Benjamin Family Racing Morrill General Store car number 17 from Belfast, Travis Benjamin from Morrill. 14th on the grid, the national championship leader in the Pro All-Star Series national standings, the Bull City Race Cars machine from Durham, North Carolina, Jay Fogelman. A recent first-time winner on the Pro All-Star Series starts 13th in the Uncle Henry's Bud and Ray's car number 75 from Bangor, Gary Smith. 5 times a Pro All-Star Series champion and the current points leader drives car number 54. He'll start 12th tonight. The Clark's Car Crushing Machine, Johnny Clark from Farmingdale. In 11th starting position, another recent first-time winner on the Pro All-Star Series, the McKay Builders number 48 from St. John, New Brunswick, Lonnie Somerville. Starting in 10th position, the Plant Seafood, car number 8. Just his second start this season on the Pro All-Star Series North Tour. He finished second at Thompson on Thursday from Farmington, Cassius Clark. Starting 9th, and his sponsor and car owner celebrating their 100th year of being Heights Chevrolet from Dresden, the 77, Scott Chubbuck. Starting in 7th position, the Oxford Auto Salvage car from just around the corner, the 0, Billy Penfold. Car number 2X starts in 8th position. Yeah, we got him backwards. The P.T. Watts car, he's an Oxford legend. Many times a champion here at the Speedway from Turner, Mike Rowe. In 6th starting position, last year's Rookie of the Year on the Pro All-Star Series, the JBJ Machine car number 73 from Berwick, Joey Dwyron. 5th on the grid, it's the Max Pappas Incorporated Spy Optic car number 20 from Danville, Vermont, Stephen Lejean. Starting outside the second row, car number 97, the New Hampshire Precision Machine from Hudson, New Hampshire, Joey Powasik, the 97. Starting 3rd, it's the Saco Bay Tackle Pettit Motorsports, car number 7, the school teacher from Wells, Donnie Witten. Outside of row number 1, it's car number 91, the Gueston MC Incorporated car from St. Denis, Quebec, Patrick LaPearl. And your pole sitter, car number 51, the Hell of a Good Cheese and Dips Machine. What else can we say from Las Vegas, Nevada? Car number 51, Kyle Busch. Gentlemen, prepare your cars for competition, please. And management of the Pro All-Star Series and the competitors themselves would like to thank Bill Ryan and the entire Oxford Plains Speedway family for inviting us back to race here at Maine's premier racing facility. It's been a long time, but it still feels like home. Thank you for bringing us back, and we're happy that we're going to be able to put on a great show for you tonight. Gentlemen, start your engines. 150 green flag laps of Super League Model Competition. With the Pro All-Stars Series, the fastest full-bodied cars, the top short-track stars in the Northeast, ready to do battle here at Oxford Plains Speedway. Ah, yes. With one invader, and he's got the pole. Can the best of the Northeast take on the Sprint Cup Superstar starting from the pole? We'll have to wait and see. We'll try to separate the men from the boys here with 150 green flag laps around the 3/8 mile oval. Kyle Busch rolling in front of the field. Behind the official pace car, Patrick LaPearl, the 91. The 7, Donnie Whitten, Joey Powasik. Joey Pole, the 97. Stephen Lejean in car number 20, the 73. Joey Dwyron, Billy Penfold in the 0. The 2X, Mike Rowe. Scott Chubbuck in car number 77. Cassius Clark in the 8, the 48, Lonnie Somerville. And the list goes on. Johnny Clark, 5 times the champion in car number 54.
Hey, buddy, we're going to be smart here. Can't win this race in the first 50, but you got a great car. You made the right choice. The track's got a lot of grip. I'll get you down as soon as I can get you down if that's where you want to be. Just be yourself. Be the man that you are. Just be yourself, buddy.
10-4, I think the 7 car, I think we'll be able to get him on the outside, and then hopefully we can just
after
drop
Clark, the
above
75,
right.
Gary Smith, the 4, Jay Fogelman, the 17, Travis Benjamin, the 47, Kelly Moore. Alexander Gingras from Quebec in the 27, Brian Hoare, 7 times the NAC champion, the 37. Kurt Tebow, the 28, Brad Babb in the 4.
Here we go. Clean 'em, clean 'em,
Tracy
clean 'em.
Gordon, the 14, the 21, David Oliver. Jeff Derry, the 27, the 17, Scott Alexander. Kyle D'Souza, car number 88, Martin Latour, Penny, 84. The other 84 is Scott Mulkern, Matt Fram, the 14, Alan Wilson in the 53. Kevin Roberge, car number 16, Ben Rowe, the 4. The 12, John Dabrowski, the 2, Matt Matheson. And Scott Dragon in car number 10.
Just send a spotter up wherever the spotter's supposed to be, right?
No spotters here.
Someone monitoring pass?
What's that?
Someone listening to the race control?
Yeah, Teresa is. She's right here with me. Okay, you're not going yet.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Pro All-Star Series Super Late Models, ready to rumble. When they come on by the grandstand, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a wave. They'll wave back. Let them know you appreciate the show they're about to put on for you. 150 green flag laps. The super late models return to Oxford. Let's give them a wave.
Bit of wave off, bit of wave off.
The field set for the start. Kyle Busch leading the Pro All-Stars to post. Patrick LaPearl alongside. Further back in the pack, the guys who have won. Lonnie Somerville, the 48. Johnny Clark in the 54. Gary Smith, the 75 among them.
Okay, Joe. Next time by. Here we go. Clean them off. Tighten your belts. Here we go.
And we're just a lap away from green flag competition with the Pro All-Stars. The pace car rolls in. The super late models roll through 3 and 4. Who's it going to be? Pick your winner. 150 laps. We're green.
Oh, no. Side.
Kyle Busch grabs the early lead.
Oh, yeah.
Busch in the 51 leads the 91, Patrick LaPearl.
Oh, clear, clear, clear. Inside.
Joey Pole trying to settle into third, but here comes Donnie Whitten up the inside. Whitten looking strong in the 7 car.
Clear, 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 low. Clear, clear.
Stephen Lejean rides fifth in the 20. Then it's the 73, Joey Dwyron, and Mike Rowe in the 2. Cassius Clark goes to work on the outside of Mike Rowe
Clear by 3, buddy.
as Lejean puts the hammer down in car number 20. Stephen Lejean up into 4th position. Kyle Busch, Patrick LaPearl, Joey Pole, your top 3.
Clear by 4.
Stephen Lejean on the move in car number 20 up to 4th. Mike Rowe gaining some ground in car number 2.
Clear by 4.
5-time champion Johnny Clark goes to work. He's gained 3 positions in the opening laps.
Your mark, buddy. You're pulling away. Nice and smooth.
It's Kyle Busch out in front. Dan LaPearl in the 91. The 97 Pole in 3rd. Lejean and Whitten, your top 5. Just outside the top 5, Joey Dwyron, the sophomore, in the 73, and he's battling with the 2, all-time great Mike Rowe.
Just trying to slow the pace down. He wants to save his tires. Still clear by 6.
Cassius Clark and Johnny Clark at the back of the top 10, along with the 48, Lonnie Somerville. LaPearl goes to the outside, challenging leader Kyle Busch. Patrick LaPearl draws even with the Sprint Cup superstar. Busch on the inside. LaPearl using the outside groove.
By 7.
Patrick LaPearl's got the hammer down.
Gets better and better every lap.
Side by side for the lead, the 51 Kyle Busch, and inching in front, Patrick LaPearl with the 91. Pro All-Star Series Superman models setting a blistering pace around the 3/8 mile oval. Busch fights back on the inside. Lap traffic could soon become a factor in the battle for the lead. Who's it going to be as they approach slower traffic? Busch in the 51, looking low on Matt Matheson. Here goes LaPearl to the outside. Patrick LaPearl takes command. Kyle Busch boxed in behind the lap car of Matt Matheson, and Patrick LaPearl grabs the lead. He's got a couple car lengths advantage, and it's growing right now. The Quebec drivers showing everybody the quick way around the Oxford Plains Speedway. Patrick LaPearl continues to lead in car number 91. Second is the 51 Kyle Busch. Third, Joey Pohl in the 97. Fourth position belongs to Stephen Lejean in car number 20, with Donnie Whitten riding fifth in car number 7. Sixth is Mike Rowe in car number 2. Then the 8, Cassius Clark, locked up in a wheel-to-wheel battle with Joey Dwyron in the 73. Johnny Clark holding down 9th position. Clark in the 54. 10th is the 48, Lonnie Somerville. Patrick LaPearl working lap traffic flawlessly. LaPearl in the 91. Closely pursued by Kyle Busch in the 51. Lap traffic a bit more difficult for the other leaders behind the front duo. Joey Pohl trying to work his way by Scott Dragon in the 10. Stephen Lejean coming alive, the kid from Danville, Vermont, holding on to 4th position. He's in car number 20. 5th is the 7, Donnie Whitten, but moving into challenge, car number 2, Mike Rowe. Joey Dwyron dropping back a bit. Cassius Clark and Johnny Clark both get by a little trouble up in 3 and 4. Kevin Roberge in the 16 gathers it in, and we stay green.
Clear. Clear.
Things getting a little dicey in traffic for some of the front runners. Mike Rowe and Cassius Clark trying to reel in Donnie Whitten in the 7. Whitten hanging on to 5th position, but Fast Company is quickly coming up to his rear bumper. Patrick LaPearl continues to lead. LaPearl swiftly making his way through lap traffic with Kyle Busch glued to his rear bumper. Joey Pole still in third position in car number 97.
Clear.
Inside, outside, lap traffic using every groove around the speedway as La Pearl and Bush slice their way through. Now Johnny Clark starts to make a move. Clark around the outside of Cassius Clark. Now he's alongside sixth place Mike Rowe in car number 2. Rowe getting a lapped car to help him out, and Cassius Clark may do the same. Clark looking strong in the 54, but he picked the long lane on that occasion. From 8th to 6th to 8th for Johnny Clark. Oh, Patrick LaPearl putting on a clinic. Kyle Busch 3 wide between a couple of lap cars right behind him.
Clear.
Joey Pole, the 97, still third in front of Stephen Lejean in car number 20. Donnie Whitten still fifth with Mike Rowe on his back bumper. Whitten in the 7, Rowe driving car number 2.
By 7.
The leaders closing in again on another side-by-side battle between cars about to go a lap down. Alan Wilson showing some smoke. Wilson puffing some smoke, and he's right in front of leader Patrick LaPearl. Wilson's smoke could be a tire rubbing, we're not entirely sure. What a display of green flag racing we're seeing with the Pro All-Star Series Super Late models. LaPearl in the 91 out in front. Kyle Busch second, car number 51. Stephen Lejean in the 20, moving up to challenge third place Joey Pole in the 97. Lejean looking strong in the early stages of the 150. Mike Rowe now into the top 5. Mike Rowe up to 5th position with car number 2. That'll drop Donnie Whitten back to 6th. Trouble for David Oliver in the 21. Oliver limping around on the apron.
Fire play.
Oliver brings his machine to pit road. Your leader continues to be Patrick LaPearl, car number 91. LaPearl last won a Pro All-Star Series race about 7 years ago, and it was a $12,000 to win race at Unity Raceway. Lap number 50 about to go on the scoreboard. 50 laps complete, caution free so far. Patrick LaPearl in front. LaPearl, your leader, in the 91. Second, the 51, Kyle Busch. Third is Joey Pole in the 97. Then the 20, Stephen Lejean runs fourth. Fifth is car number 2, driven by Mike Rowe. Then Donnie Witten, sixth in car number 7. Seventh, the 8, Cassius Clark. Eighth is Johnny Clark in the 54. Ninth position belongs to the 48, Lonnie Somerville. And Joey Dwyron runs in 10th position. Dwyron in the 73. Patrick LaPearl trying to separate himself from the 51. Kyle Busch, we got trouble on the backstretch. Kevin Roberge in the 16. He gets it going once again. Alan Wilson limping now in the 53. Wilson tries to find pit road. Apparently that left front tire got cut down. That might have been the smoke we saw from beneath the 53, driven by Alan Wilson. Wilson brings it onto pit road. Left front tire flat for the driver from Hebron.
Play by 5.
Patrick LaPearl in the 91 continues to lead the 51. Kyle Busch closing in now to make it a 3-car battle. The 97, Joey Powasik. Joey Pole to the outside on Kyle Busch. Joey Pole trying to take second away from the Sprint Cup superstar. Into turn 3, Joey Pole alongside Kyle Busch. Trouble for Derry in the 27. Derry heads to pit road. Jeff Derry in the 27 off the pace and headed to pit road. Powasik around Busch for second, and now he's challenging race leader Patrick LaPearl. Joey Pole in the 97, trying to get by the 91, Patrick LaPearl. LaPearl gets the preferred lane in lap traffic. Pole has to fall in line behind the 91. Stephen Lejean in the 20 in fourth position, and he's catching that lead trio. Not far behind him in fifth place, the 2, Mike Rowe. Powasik hung on the outside, and he's falling back into a second place duel with Kyle Busch in the 51. Heavy traffic in front of the leaders now. Patrick LaPearl down the backstretch. Kyle Busch second. Joey Pole wants to pin him behind a lap car. Busch says none of that. He moves out behind LaPearl as they try to get around Gary Smith in the 75. Top 5 just about nose to tail now in lap traffic. The 91 LaPearl, the 51 Busch, the 97 Pole, then Lejean in the 20, Mike Rowe in car number 2. LaPearl and Bush now pulling away from the balance of the top five. They're having a bit more difficulty negotiating lap traffic. Powasik in a box as Billy Penfold runs the high groove in front of the 97 car. Now Pole takes it 3 wide down the middle. Joey Pole once again wants to chase down leaders Patrick LaPearl and Kyle Busch. Mike Rowe to the inside on 4th place, Stephen Lejean. Rowe, car number 2, on the inside, trying to move up to 4th position.
3x5.
Lejean takes the high road around Gary Smith. Rowe has to fall behind the 20. He's still in 5th position, but looking strong tonight in the PT Watts car. Patrick LaPearl working flawlessly through lap traffic, keeping Sprint Cup superstar Kyle Busch behind him. We're halfway. Halfway, caution free, 75 complete, 75 laps to go.
By 4.
Joey Pole trying to reel the leaders in once again. Powasik still 3rd in the 97. In front of the 20, Stephen Lejean and Mike Rowe in car number 2. Cassius Clark is 6th. He drives car number 8. 7th is the 7, Donnie Whitten. And reigning champion and points leader, Johnny Clark, runs in 8th position with car number 54. 9th is Lonnie Somerville in the 48, and Joey Dwyron is hanging on to 10th with car number 73.
3x3.
Patrick LaPearl locked up in lap traffic. A side-by-side battle in front of car number 91 now. They break free of that situation. Kyle Busch about 3 car lengths behind in the 51. And about an equal distance behind him is the 97, Joey Pole.
3x3.
Stephen Lejean, 4th in the 20. Mike Rowe still 5th, car number 2. But chasing down Rowe and looking good, car number 8, Cassius Clark.
I just moved, buddy. You reeled them in. Do a nice job here. Be smart.
Trying, I'm chattering the front tires.
Change your line a little bit.
60 laps remain. 65 laps remain. We can't add.
You're still 3x3.
I think I might be blowing up.
No, you're not. What's your gauges say?
Cassius Clark up to the rear bumper of Mike Rowe in 5th position. Rowe closing in on 4th running. Stephen Lejean in the 20. Joey Powasik still 3rd. in the 97. Bush taking a peek to the inside on LaPearl.
You're pulling them.
Kyle Busch getting racy now, trying to regain the lead from Patrick LaPearl.
Definitely down a cylinder.
LaPearl and Busch with a little bit of clear track, free of the lap traffic momentarily. Can Busch do anything to get by the 91 LaPearl? Down the backstretch they go, just about nose to tail. Cassius Clark underneath Mike Rowe. Cassius Clark moves to 5th position. Clark in the 8, now challenging 4th place. Stephen Lejean in car number 20.
Don't need no motor here. Come on, you're my driver. Let's go.
Old Cassius Clark in the 8 made his season debut just 2 nights ago at the Thompson International Speedway. Came out of there with a runner-up finish. We've got caution trouble off the top of turn 3.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out. Fine, you'll be able to
We'll go green next
Busch is
time
gonna get
by.
That'll leave him there.
58 laps to
Here we
go.
go. Be ready. Look ahead. Be smart.
Jay Fogelman to the pit area. Fogelman returning to competition along with John Dabrowski. And the 17, Travis Benjamin. Pace car is in. 58 laps to go. Super late models. Out of turn 4 to the green flag. Patrick LaPearl still in command. Kyle Busch falls in line in 2nd in front of the 97, Joey Pole. Stephen Lejean up the outside on 3rd place, Joey Pole. Behind him, Cassius Clark in the 8.
Clear behind him. Clear, clear, clear.
Johnny Clark on the move now. Here comes the 54, the 5-time champion, moves into 6th position. Lonnie Somerville takes over 7th position in the 48. That'll knock Mike Rowe in the 2 back to 8th.
Nice and smooth. You're clear by 2.
The Colonel, Scott Mulkern, and the 37, Brian Hoare, trying to hang on to the top 10. Here comes Busch down the inside. Kyle Busch making the move down low on leader Patrick LaPearl. Stephen Lejean right behind them in car number 20. The leaders duking it out in the super late models. Busch inside, LaPearl outside. They swap some paint. Patrick LaPearl has a slight advantage on the backstretch as Busch tries to sneak up the inside. Right behind that battle of 20, Stephen Lejean, Cassius Clark in the 8, and the 97, Joey Pole. Swapping the lead several times a lap, it seems. Kyle Busch, the 51, Patrick LaPearl in the 91. Cassius Clark looking like a contender in car number 8. Here comes Clark.
Clear by 10 behind you. Clear by 10
Clark
behind
on
you.
the inside of Stephen Lejean, trying to take over 3rd position. LaPearl about a half car length advantage on the outside of Kyle Busch. LaPearl regains the lead. Cassius Clark wants to take second position away from Kyle Busch in the 51. Here comes Cassius on the inside.
You run the top. You're clear by 10 behind you.
Stephen Lejean and Joey Pohl racing for fourth position side by side. Clark can't make the move underneath Busch. He settles into line behind the 51.
Go, baby. Go, go, go. You're clear by 2.
Busch again, making an inside move on leader Patrick LaPearl.
44 laps to go.
Great battle in front of the Pro All-Star Series Super Late Model Field.
Hey, boy, you're catching them. You're clear by 10.
Patrick LaPearl in the 91 leads the 51. Kyle Busch, the 8. Cassius Clark is third. Joey Pohl fourth in the 97. And now fifth is Johnny Clark. Car number 54, the 5-time champion, enters the top 5. Lonnie Somerville's on his tail.
Race the track, buddy. Come on, concentrate. Don't pull out of the seat on me. Come on.
Less than 40 laps to go as the Super Late Models heat up the asphalt at Oxford.
Now, boy. Keep it rolling. Dig it. Clear by 8. Keep it rolling, Joey. You got it.
Caution on the field, it's Lejean. Car number 20, Stephen Lejean. He ran in the top 5 until just a few laps ago. And he decided right here at Oxford Plains Speedway, October 1st. The finale for the Pro All-Star Series North this season right here at Oxford Plains Speedway.
Here we go.
The pace car is in. Patrick LaPearl and Kyle Busch on the front row. 38 laps to go. We're green. The outside groove working well so far for Kyle Busch. Busch with a little advantage over Patrick LaPearl.
Come on, Joey. Nice and slow.
Joey Pohl reclaims third position. Cassius Clark fourth in car number 8. Cassius Clark trying to regain lost ground. Here comes Clark to the inside on Joey Pohl. Cassius Clark, car number 8, rolling up the inside. Pohl wants to make it 3 wide outside of Patrick LaPearl. On the inside, Cassius Clark making a bid for second.
Come on, buddy. Dig it.
Racing getting physical up there as Kyle Busch starts to pull away from that 3-car battle for second. Clark moves to second. Cassius Clark in the 8. Gets by the 91 Patrick LaPearl. Can Clark reel in leader Kyle Busch?
Gotta go, buddy. Come on.
Trouble up in turn number 4. Well off the racing surface. Everybody's rolling. We stay green. Lonnie Somerville back into the top 5. Somerville in the 48. Joey Pohl trying a 3-wide move with lap traffic to get by Patrick LaPearl.
Clear, clear, clear.
Pawasek on the outside moves to 3rd position.
Hello, boy, you're clear. That's your quarter.
Lonnie Somerville riding in 5th in front of Johnny Clark and Mike Rowe.
Clear by 1. You get over, baby. Come on.
Ben Rowe started 31st, and he is closing in on the top 5. Ben Rowe, car number 4, now in 7th position, and about to go by the old man Mike Rowe for 6th, or make that 7th.
Clear by 3.
That's a whale of a battle. Mike Rowe, the 2, Ben Rowe, the 4, Brian Hoare, the 37. Scott Mulkern right behind that battle in the 84.
This Joey Pohl's home. Let's go. I want to go home. Clear by 4.
Kyle Busch hanging on to a healthy advantage in front of Cassius Clark in car number 8. Joey Pohl 3rd, Patrick LaPearl 4th, Lonnie Somerville 5th.
Keep doing it. You got 20 to go. 22 laps to go. Come on. Clear by 3, baby. Come on, Joey. Roll it. Clear by
About
3.
17 laps to go.
Stay on that wheel. Stay focused. Come on, buddy. He's trying to make a run at you. Let's go.
Busch working lap traffic and maintaining his advantage
Up in that left corner.
over the
Come on,
balance of
come
the
on.
field, including 2nd place Cassius Clark. Kyle Busch leads it in the 51, second, the 8 Cassius Clark. Joey Pohl in the 97 is 3rd, 4th, the 91 Patrick LaPearl. Lonnie Somerville is 5th in car number 48. 6th, the 54 Johnny Clark. 7th, Mike Rowe in car number 2. Ben Rowe 8th. In the 4, 9th is the 37 Brian Hoare. And in 10th position, the Colonel, Scott Mulker in the 84.
Come on, baby. Get on that horse. Let's go. You got 10 to go. Come on, Joey. Dig it. Keep digging, buddy. Keep digging. He's looking.
Kyle Busch, he brought his own weapon to the gunfight this time. He's been here a couple times before in other people's Super Late Model equipment. Always looked good, but never came away a winner. He's 10 laps away from correcting that.
Come on, Joey. Get on the horse. Let's go.
9 laps to go for Kyle Busch. Cassius, Clark, Joey, Pole, Patrick, LaPearl, and Lonnie Somerville. Somerville closing in on that third place battle between Pole and LaPearl. LaPearl underneath Pole in lap traffic. Pole turns around the lapped car, and we're under caution late in the race as Billy Penfold goes around Joey Pole, not wanting to lose any track position as he was battling Patrick LaPearl for position number 3.
And stay there. Can't run the bottom either.
Action in 2 weeks at Seekonk Speedway, Seekonk, Mass. Past 400 weekend coming up September 17th and 18th at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway. And, of course, the championship will be decided right back here at Oxford Plains Speedway coming up on October the 1st. So join us as we crown a champion later on this year right here at Oxford Plains Speedway. Kyle Busch pulls into victory lane. He's got the engine off, and he'll be emerging from that car momentarily. Caleb down there waiting to have a word with him in victory lane, but right now we're just waiting for him to climb out of the car. And how about we give our winner the big, warm Maine welcome here at Oxford Plains Speedway when he gets out of that car. And let's send it down to Caleb in victory lane.
Thank you very much, Marco. Oxford Plains Speedway, please put your hands together for the man who just took home the PASS 150, Kyle Busch. A well-deserved little shower there from the water bottle. And now let's bring him up here to victory lane one more time. Big round of applause for Kyle Busch. Kyle, first off, congratulations. Going back to that heat race, starting on the tail of the field and just flying by everyone to claim the pole. Starting out front, set a very good early pace, then was overtaken by Patrick LaPearl. Take us back to about that first restart. You were underneath Patrick LaPearl trying to take the spot away. He held you off, but you decided to move up into that second groove and follow behind him, and the car just took off from there. You had all the speed you needed. Was that pretty much the decision, though, to try to follow that 91 once you saw him slide up?
You like to talk a lot. I don't get to tell the story. You just told the story. You know, it was a great race. You know, I can't say enough about all these guys in the past tour. It's fun. Thanks to Tom Mayberry and his staff and everybody here. Thank all the fans, and it's awesome to come here. We love Oxford. You know, it's great to be back, and to be back in victory lane. You know, I can't say enough about this Aaron's Dream Machine. The guys did a great job from Kyle Busch Motorsports putting this thing together, and it was fun, you know. But a couple of those restarts, you know, Patrick chose the bottom, and then I was kind of on the top, and the top I was really loose, and then I got to the bottom, and I was really loose there. So it seemed like you really had to keep the rear tires under you, you know, and we'd probably see that is going to be the trend tomorrow as well.
So you kind of picked the lesser of two evils, stayed on the top side, and then holding off Cassius Clark at the end, too. Now, you've gotten one task done, taking home the PASS race. Tomorrow you got the 250. So you already got one first-place trophy under your belt after dominating two earlier 250s. What's the goal tomorrow? You want to make it a clean sweep of the weekend?
Well, we'd certainly like to, hopefully to the delight of the fans. You know, that's what we're here for. And that's what we want to win, is the Oxford 250. You know, this is a great preliminary race here tonight, and you know, it was a good car. You know, the guys gave me a great piece. It was fun to drive. It was fun to race with those guys. You know, I let Patrick get away there in the beginning and kind of let him set the pace. I don't have enough laps here to know that, so I kind of let him do it. And then there towards the end, I'm thinking, man, I don't know when to go. I don't know whether 50 to go, 40 to go, 30 to go. I didn't know how long to wait, and I saw Cassius and those guys coming up there behind me, and Joey, and so I kind of set that I better get going here. You know, I don't want these guys to get by me and then me have to repass them. So, you know, car was great, and tires stayed under us there, and you know, we wanted to get as good a notes as we could, so I didn't do a burnout. Sorry, I'll save that for tomorrow.
There you go. Anyone else you want to thank while you got the floor?
Yeah, thanks. All of our partners, you know, Lane Automotive, Crazy Horse, our guys from Aaron's, Toyota, Electric Sunglasses, all these guys from Kyle Busch Motorsports, Chris Gabehart's the man, and Bon Suss, and everybody that makes this thing tick. And it's fun to come out here. It's fun to win. 3 races on this car, and 3 wins so far, so it's pretty cool.
There you go. Congratulations. One more time. Big round of applause for Kyle Busch. He is your Pass 150 winner. And here we go, the first place trophy for him.
All right, man. Thank you. There you go. Come on in here. There you go. Good job.
Where is he? We need Cassius Clark to the stage here, your second place finisher. Cassius, congratulations on a very solid run, and you had a lot of work to do fighting your way through lap traffic, slower cars, getting your way up there to battle it out with the top 3. And then it almost seemed like you saved your car for the end perfectly, had one last chance on that late restart to try and get Kyle Busch. Couldn't quite get him, but still a very solid second place run for you.
Oh yeah, no, a good run. You know, first of all, I got to thank Dickie Woodman, his whole family, and everything for first of all allowing me to race. I haven't raced much this year, and you know, we had a great car every time we've run it, and you know, kind of looking forward to coming out on top there. I thought we had something on the last restart there. He spun the tires there a little bit, and I hung with him, and we went down even into 1. But I don't know, the spotter said clear, and I kind of just ducked it in behind him. You know, just got a second place finish. But all in all, a good car. Wish we would have freed it up just a little bit more. The first race there, we kind of used it up, you know, trying to go through traffic there and everything. And it's good to be back to Oxford, you know. It's one of my favorite tracks. We've got a lot of family history here, and, you know, can't thank these guys enough. You know, Dickie's family and Plant Seafood and, you know, Everett down the road helping us, you know, get out here and race. It was a good time.
And Cassius, don't forget, you've set yourself up very nicely here. The last race of the past season will be here at Oxford, and Kyle Busch won't be here. So right now, you got the car to beat.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be here either, though. So so probably the 48's car got the car to beat. But we're going to take it down south, run a couple races there. You know, I got my own business going now and everything, and staying busy with that. But, you know, I love to race.
There you go. Anyone else you want to thank for helping me get the 8 car down here to Victory Lane tonight?
No, I think we pretty much covered it. But, you know, hopefully we're back next year. And, you know, any luck at all, maybe we can race on a Sunday.
There you go. Congratulations, Cassius Clark, your second place finisher. All right, and he's got to get his trophy over here, too. The second place trophy for Cassius Clark in the Bracket Mechanical RB Performance Pass 150 here at Oxford Plains. And he'll step down, and we'll bring up our third man on the podium, your third place finisher in the 48, Lonnie Somerville. Congratulations, Lonnie. A very solid run for you as well. I know I keep saying that, but you had another one of those tough deals battling through slower cars and then having to take on Joey Pohl and Patrick LaPerle, who from the get-go pretty much seemed to have very fast cars, looked like they were going to be on the podium, and then just beating out both of them to claim that third spot. Nice job.
Yeah, we just probably saved it a little too long. We talked about it most of the, you know, before the race started, and we were going to run 80%. Just try and save the tires and keep it under us, and probably didn't expect that many long green flag runs. And you know, I mean, I probably used a little bit up at the end, but I still think we had a little bit more. I would like to have one or two more yellows would have been nice, because we were pretty good on cold tires. Once we get going, I get a little tight in the top, a little free in the bottom. But you know, just this race team is just awesome, and you know, Vicky and Scott give us everything we need, and Andrew McKay with McKay Builders. I mean, it's just it's exciting, and you know, to finish on the podium with these guys. I mean, Cassius, you know, on the podium 2 races this year, this week, and wish he was here racing with us every week. It'd be fun.
And there you go, a very solid one. Getting on the podium. Anyone else you want to thank before we go here? Lonnie Somerville.
Just, you know, everybody on my race team, community pharmacies, you know, Scott and Vicky and Andrew McKay from McKay Builders, just, and all my guys. I mean, they work their butts off, and, you know, they deserve to be more than third tonight, but, you know, I did what I could.
There you go. Lonnie Somerville, third place finisher in the Braga Mechanical RB Performance, and taking home the trophy. Everyone seems to leave without that here from Victory Lane. All right, that does it for tonight's PASS Super Late Model 150 here at Oxford Plains Speedway.
Well, we're at the conclusion of the 150 PASS race, 150 laps. It was a very exciting race, and I'm going to let Joey Pohl give you his take on how it went.
Yeah, you're right. It was exciting. You know, we had a good heat race. We started 4th and got to 3rd there for a while, and just kind of rode around, tried to bide our time. And you know, around lap 75, you know, I felt like it was time to go, and you know, we started running that high line. We got past Kyle Busch for 2nd, and we were going for the lead, and I ended up losing a cylinder in the motor. But you know, when you hear that, you think, oh, he's done for the day. But at a track like this, as long as you don't get a lot of yellows, it's okay. You know, you're not going to spin the tires. It's not a big track, so you know, it hurt us a little bit, but we still had a top 3 car, I believe. And at the end, I got kind of caught up with a lap car, and we had a restart with 7 to go, and you know, I couldn't go on the restart like those guys. I mean, when the tires are cool, those guys can just go, and I had to baby it home. We still got a top 10, which is what we look forward to getting here, and finish 6th. So definitely a good night.
We won during that restart at the end with 7 to go. You look like a piece of baloney between the 2 cars either side of you blowing by you. That must have been very frustrating.
Yeah, you know, it really was, but I was kind of prepared for it. I knew something like that was going to happen. You know, obviously when you're down on 7 cylinders on a restart, it's not the best time. And but luckily, you know, we pulled through somehow and ended up only losing 3 spots. So when you think of it that way, it's pretty good.
Quite a crowd. I know the owner, Mr. Ryan, must be very pleased. The stands were packed, and the crowd got quite a reaction when Kyle Busch won the race. So that must have been exciting for all the guys, too, to race against Kyle.
Yeah, it really was. It was pretty cool. You know, he was dedicated, and he knows what he's doing. He's a hard worker on these cars, and it was cool to get a chance to race with him.
Okay, well, tomorrow on the 24th, Sunday, is the biggest race in New England, the 250, the Oxford 250. It's one of the biggest races in New England as far as late models go, if not one of the biggest late model races in the country. So we wish you better luck tomorrow. You did well today, but tomorrow is the big one. So try to put Kyle Busch behind you in 2nd, get that podium finish in 1st. That'd be great.
Will do. Sounds good.
Thank you, Joey.